students, today I am here with the first chapter of history of class 8th, the period of transition. The period of transition means simply a period of change that took the medieval world to the modern world. This period of transition did not happen all of a sudden. Instead, it was a gradual process and also differed in the various parts of the world. Like in India, the period of transition began somewhere from the 18th century, whereas in Europe, it started from the later medieval period only, that is from 17th century only. So, this various developments which began during the period of 14th to 17th century actually led the beginning of the new modern world. Okay, so let's discuss what all are the points which we have to study in this chapter. So, okay, from this chapter also students we will come to know about those great events and moments which occurred in the world during this period of transition, such as Renaissance, Reformation, Industrial Revolution, of course, imperialism, then voyages, etc. So let's see what all the points are. They are sources, then Renaissance, Reformation, voyages and discoveries, of course Industrial Revolution, major inventions which occurred during this period, then imperialism. Okay students, so let's know what is sources. Okay, sources are nothing, these are very simple, something which gives us any knowledge or information regarding any topic or any content. Okay, so here in this chapter what does this sources mean? This sources, it means that those sources which gave us the information about this period of transition. Okay, these sources also, they are categorized into two parts, a primary source and a secondary source. So what are the primary sources? Primary sources of course are the original monuments, descriptions, whatever the paintings, photographs, monuments, etc. Whereas secondary sources, what are secondary sources? Secondary sources are like what we like books which have been written from some great scholars, definitely. Then there are some articles, then interpretation of data of the primary sources. So combining all these primary as well as secondary, we come to know about the period of transition. Okay, now the term Renaissance, you might have also heard this term. This is a very important moment which occurred during this period of transition. So let's know what does this word Renaissance actually is. It is a French word, means rebirth or revival. It is considered to be a bridge between the middle and the modern world. Renaissance is a period in Europe from 14th to 17th century. It actually began in Italy in the later ages and then spread to the rest of the Europe in the during the and led the beginning of the early modern ages. Okay, this is a Renaissance is actually a system which brought about great changes and transformations which radically altered the people's lives and their thinkings. This revival is what? This revival means a great change in terms of all spheres of life, whether it be art, architecture, language, literature, philosophy, economic, politics, etc. So, such a moment which brought about a great change in the all spheres of life is nothing but Renaissance. Okay. Okay. So, Renaissance you got to know. Now, we will look upon the features of Renaissance. So, they are rationalism, humanism, scientific spirit and spirit of inquiry. So, what does this rationalism means? Actually, the word rational, what does it mean? It means reasons for a belief, for any or logic behind any idea or any decision to be taken upon. It means that people, they did not accept anything blindly. Instead, they asked for the logics or the reasons behind anything which was given to them for the acceptance. Okay. Then humanism means people, they started believing to live for themselves, to think freely, to live happily, and also to develop their talents. Then scientific spirit. Scientific spirit means people then started to think anything, to had started taking anything scientifically. Like, they did not come direct to any conclusion. They started taking the things, they observed those things, then then started experimentation upon that, and then only they came to any conclusion. Then the spirit of inquiry. This spirit of inquiry only led to the development of such great experiments, explorations, and discoveries. Okay. So obviously these were the features of Renaissance which only helped in the development of the lives of people. Then also students, you might be thinking that what were the reasons why this reformation, why this movement of Renaissance came. Yes, of course students, there are many reasons for which the Renaissance came. Okay. Now let me tell you that you might in the medieval period, this capturing of Constantinople, which used to be the capital of Byzantine Empire in 1453 by the Turks, was one of the reasons due to which the Greeks of that time, that they flee the place and they took refuge to Italy and started and imparted their learning. Then second was the declination of the feudalism, where this feudalism was a system which was carried out in the medieval ages, in which the peasants, they got land and protection from the other person, for which they from which they earn money and earn their livelihood. Then was the another reason was like crusades also. Crusades were what? Crusades were nothing but a holy war which took place between the Romans and Turks. Yes. And then also comes the discovery of new trade routes. Then also the great inventions like printing press and all, which help people to earn to learn more, and also created awareness among them. Okay, so after Renaissance comes another moment, that is Reformation. Now what is Reformation? It refers to two major development which happened during the beginning of the period of transition. Okay, what were these two major developments? These were the development of Protestant Reformation, and second was the Counter or Catholic Reformation. These were the developments which was happened by a German monk, Martin Luther. You might have listened about Martin Luther. He was a monk of German who brought about these two great reformations during the period of transition. Now, why did it happen? Actually, Roman Catholics were a form of Christianity which used to be the prominent among those periods. So the churches had been seen as an institution of more political power rather than being a spiritual power. The priest, what they used to do, they started living like a king, and acted like a king. Moreover, corruption, unlawful practices, favoritism, etc. became common from the priest. So these things did not go well with the other Christians. So what did they do? They united with the Martin Luther, and together they formed a group of Protestant Reformation. and such was the period of Reformation. Okay, students. So I hope you would have understood the topics which I have covered today. Okay. So, and in the next class we will be taking our other points. Thank you, students.